Both teams with 4 of them. Coach said that was going to be a big key. Free throws was going to be the bigger key as well. Mississippi Valley State +8 at the foul line in the first half.
Texas Southern struggled a little bit and didn't take advantage of all that foul trouble they had Mississippi Valley in. And they've taken advantage of getting those offensive tip-ins, and that's what they did in the first half. Got on the offensive glass and really attacked this Mississippi Valley team. And they're going to have to do something about that, because those easy baskets come back to haunt you as the game goes on.
Claiborne put in the tip to give it a 4-point lead for the Tigers, and then an offensive foul on Terrence Joyner. That'll be his first foul of the night. A poor start for the Delta Devils here in the first 40 seconds.
Well, as a coach, Adam, you want to come out in the first 5 minutes and take control of the game. And so far in this first minute, Texas Southern's got an easy tip in. And like I said, they've controlled the first half tempo by slowing the game down and playing in the half court. If they can do that and not turn the basketball over and not allow Mississippi Valley to get in the open court.
Scott nearly had a chance at a 3-point play, but he will head to the free throw line. D'Angelo Scott, some key buckets and some good defense in that first half. William Pugh picks up the foul. That's 2 on Pugh. Pugh starting the second half.
Texas Southern has done a nice job of executing in the half court, taking their time, running their sets, and then attacking the offensive glass, and more importantly, dribble drive or taking the ball to the basket and forcing Mississippi State to help and recover. And they have done a good job with it. And Texas Southern now is at the free throw line trying to extend this lead here in the second half.
D'Angelo Scott makes it a 6-point game. This is the largest lead of the night for Texas Southern.
It's a veteran ball club with all these seniors. They've been here before. They're not going to panic.
Burwell finding Crosby right at the end there.
And they will get back in this game. But like I said before, they did a good job that time, Mississippi Valley, attacking Southern's pressure by really swinging the basketball and then attacking, not pulling it out, but attacking that pressure and coming up with an easy 2 of themselves.
Good defensive play by Studevant, knocking that one away. Here comes Burwell, the pitch to Joyner for 3.
That's a rhythm shot right there, Adam. In transition, Burwell caught him out of the second corner of his eye, and now you're going to see this Mississippi Valley team get excited on the defensive end and start to make a run.
Burwell for the lead.
And this is how they get it going, Adam. They turn the defense in by knocking down 3-point shots, getting in the open court, getting steals. Their offense really turns up their defense, and I think just that quickly they've gotten back in the lead with their defense in the 3-point shot.
And Sean Woods applauding Pugh, the knockaway there. 7 straight points for Mississippi Valley State to jump out in front.
And that's why they're a dangerous basketball team. Within seconds, they can turn it around and knock down a 3 and a couple steals, and before you know it, they're back in the lead.
Not even 2 minutes later, after they were down by 6.
Love watching this team. They're tenacious on defense. They really pressure the basketball, not allowing Texas Southern to get in their offense here in the second half.
Pugh, strong to the bucket. A little too strong on the shot. And here comes Omar Strong, who had a rough first half shooting the basketball. Pulls up for a tough 3. He wanted a foul on Burwell, was begging for it. Burwell to Joyner, another 3.
This is Mississippi Valley State. This is what they want. They want the tempo going this way. This team is electrifying on the offensive end.
They've scored the last 10, Coach.
It's Joyner from the corner with the three to take the lead for Mississippi Valley State.
Just a couple of minutes ago, they've scored the last 10 and have their largest lead of the game at 4.
Adam, I've watched this basketball team. This team is exciting. They can get it going by knocking down the three and getting in that pressure. But an excellent timeout that time by Coach Harvey. He tried to stop the run, calling timeout and try to slow the momentum of Mississippi Valley State here at home.
It's the second foul on Pugh. Tony Harvey, his 4th season, the SWAC Coach of the Year last year, took Texas Southern to a regular season title, but they lost in the semis of the SWAC tournament. Mississippi Valley State gunning for a SWAC championship tonight.
Both coaches are spirited and really doing an excellent job of getting their teams to play hard and play aggressive and play with a lot of passion.
Joyner putting the moves on Ellington. He got it blocked inside by Sturdivant. Ellington against Burwell. Will have to peel back out and reset.
And Sturdivant has really been anchoring that defense inside, not allowing Mississippi Valley to get in the inside.
They're going to call Burwell for a foul. He's very upset, but it probably was the right call. Looked like he did hook Ellington.
Excellent call this time. Now Burwell had an opportunity to jump on that loose ball, but he extended his arm. An excellent call by the officials that time. I know he didn't like it, but those guys are on top of the call. If he would have dove on the floor for the loose ball, that we taught it at DeMatha High School, you get on the floor for loose balls. If he would have got on the floor, he would have came up with the loose ball play.
King offensive rebound. It's turned by Sturdivant. Another chance. And it comes out to Pugh. Here come the Delta Devils. Pugh is out of control of an offensive foul, and that's his 3rd foul of the night. Conference play this season. And Woods, in his 4th year, a chance to finally put his stamp on this program with a SWAC title. Texas Southern is led by as many as 6. That was a couple minutes into this second half, but a 10-0 Mississippi Valley State run to take their largest lead at 4. Tigers have the basketball, and here comes Sturdivant. It gets rejected by Crosby. Scott comes away with it for the Tigers, but he was on the sideline.
And Texas Southern right now, Adam, has to be careful that they don't get caught up in the game. Mississippi Valley is starting to get a rhythm offensively, but I like to see them get the ball into Crosby. He hasn't had a lot of touches here in the second half. He's a dangerous scorer. Let's see if they get Crosby involved in this possession.
Crosby was saddled with foul trouble in the first half. Joyner has been the hot hand. Here he is, closed out by Strong. Burwell was looking for Sturdivant. It was kicked. And 19 on the shot clock.
The Texas Southern's elected to go back to the zone. That's what slowed Mississippi Valley State down. They really took some ill-advised shots there in this zone. Let's see if they can be patient. What I'm afraid of, if they knock a 3-point shot down in this zone, it can really extend the lead, and now Texas Southern could be in trouble.
Sturdivant, the pitch out, extra pass, Burwell 3. Right on cue, Coach.
Adam, it's a feel for the basketball game. When you're changing defense and you have a team that can knock down the 3-point shots, your team must be aware and cognizant that this team can go on a run by knocking down threes.
Pugh off the back rim, and it's run down by Ellington.
Texas Southern's got to be careful here. They got to be patient. They need a score to kind of break this Mississippi Valley momentum right there. Right now, they're feeling good on offense, and they're turning the defense up right here. And if they do, they can get a lead and blow this game away.
Sturdivant the block. Delta Devils on a 13-0 run. Joyner, another 3.
Gotta be careful. This team is explosive offensively. Coach Harvey elected not to call timeout there. I'd like to see a timeout to try to stop this momentum.
King will go to the free throw line. Joyner has scored 17 of the last 23 points for the Delta Devils.
And this is a pro shot, Adam. It was a step back behind the three-point shot, eluding the defense. This is a big-time play from a big-time player here at Mississippi Valley State.
4 of 5 from 3 to start the half for the Delta Devils, and Joyner's got 3 of those threes.
And remember, this is not with their big gun, crawl speed, inside, outside, dynamic offensive player. The 1-2 punch, if they can get him involved, Mississippi Valley could be dangerous. It's a 10-point lead right now. Texas Southern's got to get some stops to stop the momentum of Mississippi Valley State.
And King misses both at the free throw line, usually sure-handed at the foul stripe. Cox to Crosby, another 3. Offensive rebound, Studevant. Back to Joyner. Gibbs controls, and here come the Tigers. The pitch to Strong. You don't want him to get hot.
Yes, sir.
Knocks down a 3, and Sean Woods immediately, will he ask for timeout or no? A timeout may have just been used, but it actually may have been Coach Harvey. Tomorrow night, Judgment Week continues with a doubleheader on ESPNU. 7 Eastern, Auburn takes on Kenny Boynton and the Florida Gators. Then at 9 Eastern, Virginia Tech and Virginia. Judgment Week on ESPNU, ESPN3, streaming live on WatchESPN.com and the Watch ESPN app. No timeout used there. It was an official's timeout. A turnover as Crosby lost it, and here comes Texas Southern.
And that was an excellent three-point shot that time by Strong to kind of really slow this momentum down. This Mississippi Valley team was getting hot and getting into a rhythm, and the only way you can stop runs, especially with a hot team at home that can knock down a 3, is that you have to make three-point shots of your own, and you got to get stops on the defensive end.
A 5-second violation as Burwell was hassling out on the perimeter, and great defense from Kevin Burwell, the senior from Philly. Forces the turnover. Right now a 16-3 Delta Devil run. Studevant into the corner, an extra pass, wide open Burwell. Now what a hustle play in the corner by Studevant, but it goes to Texas Southern. Here comes Strong, being guarded tightly by Joyner. The 2 studs, one of which has had the hot hand. Strong just knocked down a 3, trying to get going.
They're 2 of the best guards in this league, obviously, going against each other right now. Both can knock the 3 down. Both can score from anywhere on the court. And those are the 2 guys who are going to win it for these teams.
Strong to Gibbs. That's a 3. And Gibbs knocks it down. Big night from Adarius Gibbs into double figures with 11. Back-to-back great ball games for the freshman.
Well, this freshman has been playing well. He's playing like a senior. He's really a cool customer out there, dribbling through the pressure, knocking down three-point shots. And right now with those 2 threes by Strong and Givens, they're back in the bank.
6 straight points with those 2 threes. This is the second of which. Strong hit the first one. Now Gibbs. It was a 16-0 run to take a 10-point lead, and just like that, the 2 threes from the Tigers have it at a 4-point advantage for Mississippi Valley State.
Well, Omar Strong that time, good recognition by them, getting to the teeth of the defense and not electing to take the 2, and out of the corner of his eyes saw Givens in the corner and really saw the freshman, and the freshman was ready and knocked that 3-point shot down to cut the lead to 4.
Judgment Week doubleheader on Wednesday, 7 Eastern. James Madison taking on Drexel in Philadelphia. 9 Eastern, Texas Tech and Iowa State on ESPNU, ESPN3, streaming live on WatchESPN.com. And the Watch ESPN app coverage begins with the whip at 6:30 Eastern.
Another outstanding player there for Iowa State, Royce White, an outstanding double-double guy for Iowa State. He's an outstanding player to watch as well.
He's had 2 monster games against the Texas Southern Tigers this year. 4 threes the first time out, and he's got 6 field goals, 5 threes tonight against Texas Southern.
Well, you talking about a young man that was recruited by Arkansas out of high school. This is an outstanding get by Coach Woods to recruit a guy of this caliber. And now this guy is showing not that he's one of the best players in the SWAC, he's one of the best players in the country. This guy is exciting to watch.
Cox couldn't hit the 3, rebounded by King, and here come the Tigers. They've scored the last 6 points on 2 threes. Strong needs help, and a timeout for Texas Southern. They still have 2 remaining. Terrence Joyner, as Coach mentioned, recruited to Arkansas out of high school, a senior from Mendenhall, Mississippi. He signed with John Pelfrey, former teammate of Sean Woods at Kentucky. John Pelfrey signed him, but it didn't work out. He ended up going to prep school and was bounced around. Went to New Mexico State to start his college career, went to Eastern Utah, and then ended up at Mississippi Valley State. And sure enough, like you said, he's one of those under-the-radar guys that when March rolls around, then everybody starts to take notice of the leagues that are not in the Power 6, like the SWAC. And these are the types of players that really get everybody's attention.
Well, I've talked to a lot of the coaches in this conference, and they think he's, no question, one of the best guards in the conference and one of the best in the country. And he can get it going here. And he's the reason why they're 14-0 in this league, and with an opportunity to win the SWAC tournament and go to the NCAA tournament.
But Crosby, great defense. What a save by Paul Crosby, throwing it off the Tigers. The senior from Lansing, Michigan, the junior college transfer, gives the Delta Devils the possession.
And Crosby right there, good recognition that time, extending the arm, denying, chasing it out of bounds. That's the loose ball. Those 50-50 plays that coaches love. The kids either get on the floor and make those hustle plays to get a big stop for their team. He's just dangerous. You got to be aware of him at all times, wherever he is on the court, that he's capable of having big nights. And I think Texas Southern, by trying to slow him down, electing to go in this zone, which is giving Mississippi Valley some trouble here, slowed them down, slowed the pace down, and now Texas Southern has gotten back in this game.
Burwell. Crosby the offensive rebound. And the putback. There's Paul Crosby. He's got 8 points tonight. You want to see more of him in the second half.
Yeah, I think maybe that'll get him going, because
they're going to get a foul on Crosby there.
Crosby's looked like he's a little tentative right now. I know he's having a tough shot. Crosby right here getting on the glass. Tenacious right here. Offensive putback. And now here, ooh, I think a good block right there by Crosby. It's unfortunate right now. Maybe catch a little piece of arm. That call could have went either way at him, but I think Crosby had a little case there. This is a good block shot. Good hustle by Crosby.
And sends Madarius Gibbs to the free throw line. And Texas Southern, with still 10:05 to go here in the second half, is in the bonus the rest of the way. Texas Southern has not committed a foul in the second half, and the Delta Devils had a +8 advantage at the foul line in the first half. Gibbs splits a pair. Cox comes down with a rebound.
And that's their Achilles heel right there. If they would have knocked the free throws down, they might be up by 5 instead of be down by 5. 7-0. Adam, I've never seen a team not foul in the second half at all. But the reason why they haven't fouled, they've elected to stay in this zone, and that's kept them away from foul trouble here and really confused Mississippi Valley State offensively.
Strong, the kick out for a 3, and Johnson Danner could not knock it down. We didn't see him at all in the first half. Johnson Danner was the freshman of the year in the SWAC last year, and he has not played minutes tonight.
Texas Southern's really giving the fits, slowed down the pace with this zone, forcing Mississippi Valley to shoot over top of them.
Cox long on the 3, and here come the Tigers, down by 5. They've trailed by as many as 10. And Gibbs on the floater, wouldn't go, got the miss and threw it off of Studevant, and it will stay with the Tigers. Still 26 on the shot clock. Pugh will step off. Pajokovic, who had that big 4-point play in the first half, will come in. Fred Sturdivant for Texas Southern checks in.
I think they're more concerned with right now. They had a smaller lineup, almost four guards in the game, and Texas Southern's done a good job of attacking that offensive glass, and that's where they've hurt Mississippi Valley State on the offensive end, getting on the boards and getting those easy too.
Strong against Pajokovic. Good defense from the Serbian. Knocked it away. Burwell to help, and Joyner ends up with a tough D from the Delta Devils.
That time, Strong a little bit too much that time. He lost a handle there. And
Strong has space. Deep three for Strong, and he has gotten off to a good start here in the second half. That's 2 threes and a dozen points for Strong on the night.
Well, this Strong and Joyner show right now, man. You got to get on these two guys. You cannot leave them open from three, and I'm just surprised that these guys have gotten some easy opportunities showing their outstanding three-point shooting ability.
Amos Sturdivant finally gets on the board. The 6'8" senior with a much-needed 2 for the Delta Devils, back up by 4. Joyner and Strong matched up on the floor right now.
The Texas Southern has gotten back to control of the tempo again. And right now, they slowed the game down, and this is in their favor. Although it's a 4-point lead, they want to keep this pace down, a slow-paced game, and that's how Mississippi Valley really struggles with this kind of tempo.
Another turnover for the Tigers. Burwell wants it. He gets shooed away by Joyner. Sturdivant, 2 quick buckets for the senior.
That's good recognition that time by Burwell. That's how you attack a matchup zone. If you're struggling from the outside, get the ball inside, because in the zone, you got a tendency to play weak post defense, and they got an easy basket by taking the ball inside.
Strong, the 3. Joyner tipped it. Burwell comes out with it. Blocking foul will get called. Omar Strong, a slow start to his game. He went 2 of 9 from the floor in the first half, but he has knocked down a couple of clutch threes. He's 2 for 4 here in the second half. A dozen points. Madarius Gibbs has a dozen as well. Both leading the way for Texas Southern. Joyner's got 17 points to lead the way for Mississippi Valley State. Burwell has 8 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's at the line.
But it's Burwell who's directed this Mississippi Valley State team's comeback in this game. He's really set up the offense and the defense. He's taking care of the basketball. He handles the basketball about 90% of the time. And he makes all the key plays for him. He's going to be the key to victory going here down the stretch, getting the ball to either Crosby or getting the ball to Joyner in key spots.
In double figures, not only the 5 assists, but no turnovers for Burwell in this ball game too.
And that's outstanding by a point guard, a true point guard that really takes care of the basketball and gets his team involved on the offensive end.
Scott knocks down a 3. Rotation late for the Delta Devils. A big 3 for D'Angelo Scott.
That's how you make them pay, Adam. When a team double teams you, you get the ball out of the trap, you swing the basketball. Scott took advantage of it and knocked down the open 3.
Joyner to Pajokovic, and he got bumped by Strong. That's the 3rd foul on Omar Strong tonight.
It's been on his 2nd team foul.
That's
with
right.
5 minutes to go in the game. It's unbelievable. But the reason why is because Texas Southern is playing a lot of zone, maybe 80% zone thus far, and now they're in the man-to-man, and I see why. It looks like they can create a lot of fouls in their man-to-man.
Pajokovic. Rebound out to Strong. The lob to the bucket, and Fred Sturdivant with the throwdown. Good look from Omar Strong. And it's down to a 3-point game as we near the 5-minute mark. Burwell cut off nicely. Cox, he got it blocked. He recovered it, back out to Joyner. He takes it all the way to the rim. Blocking foul, very late call. And it will be a foul on Sturdivant, and he looks shaken up. So does Joyner limping around. Both guys worse for the wear on that collision.
Well, that's what you call a collision going to the basket here. Joyner taking it strong to the basket. It didn't look like he wanted to be denied.
It's King on the foul. It's his fourth.
Joyner recognizing, going right past his man, and he said, put his head down and said, I am taking this ball to the basket. And officials was right on top of that one. Looked like he slid under him a little bit. Now with a chance to stop this Texas Southern momentum at the free throw line. Joyner.
You saw Sturdivant getting checked out. King picks up the foul. He's got 4, but Sturdivant went to the bench. I think that was maybe when he blocked the original Cox offering. May have came down on his ankle awkwardly. And now Joyner misses 2 free throws. And a 3 will tie this game. And Texas Southern has used some big threes here in the second half to stay in it.
Last time they played, these guys are in overtime. And in their early game at Texas Southern, so it's no surprise that this is going to be a close basketball game.
Scott, another 3. Offensive rebound for King. Back to Strong. In and out. Pajokovic tipped it to Sturdivant. And here come the Delta Devils.
Oh, that was fortunate for Mississippi Valley. You leave Strong wide open, the 3-point shot, and he could have tied this basketball game up. And now, let's see how Mississippi Valley State handles this man-to-man defense by Texas Southern.
Pajokovic all the way to the rim. Sturdivant came flying in for the offensive rebound. Joyner recovers it. Off of King. Sturdivant with it, throws it away, but there will be a foul called. 5, under 4 minutes to go. Delta Devils are 4 minutes away from their first SWAC title in 5 years.
That was a hustle play right there. Getting on the floor for loose basketballs. That's going to be the key to this game. All the hustle plays. Who's going to knock down some free throw shooting? 4 for 11 for Texas Southern and 11 for 19 for Mississippi Valley State. Who's going to knock down their free throws to close out the game?
Shot clock down to 10. It comes into Joyner. Valley in a cold shooting stretch. Joyner, lob it up top, thrown down by Cox.
What a recognition that time by Joyner. Out of the corner of his eye, catching a lob. Big play in the half-court set. Excellent execution that time by Woods out of the timeout. Getting that call and getting a big key 2-point shot.
Strong missed the 3. Scott, as he has been all night, active on the glass. He was able to throw it off of Sturdivant. How about this play?
Oh, Joyner, good recognition that time. Usually shooting the basketball. Looked like an alley-oop play to Lorenzo Charles to me. What a play there by Joyner. He's showing you that not only he can score, but he can pass it as well. Like that play by Joyner for the lob and the dunk.
Will it be enough to win a championship for Mississippi Valley State? It gives them a 5-point cushion.
But I recognize since I've been out of coaching that these guys are doing a good job. And we always criticize when they make one bad call, but we don't recognize when they make a series of good calls. And I want to commend the officials during this basketball game.
Scott careening in. Bounced off the rim and a loose ball inside to King. He'll reset to Strong.
Really a good shot here. No panic. 2 minutes to go. You're done. Texas Southern has really executed in the half court. This is their strength. You got to be patient and get a quality shot.
Scott spinning on Crosby. He draws the foul. D'Angelo Scott getting to the rim. They'll get Studevant. Well, they'll make it Cox. 21, not 12. It'll be the third on Cox. That's the 8th team foul against Mississippi Valley State, but this will be 2 shots coming for D'Angelo Scott.
Well, Scott's trying to step his game up. He's knocked down a couple key three-point shots here in the second half, and now he's elected to take the ball to the basket. He's drawing the foul, and now he can cut this lead. If he can knock 2 down, it's either 4 or 3. I like Scott's aggressiveness in this second half. He's one of those guys that can get hot offensively here with 2 minutes to go and get Texas Southern back in this game.
Still a long way to go before Sean Woods gets his first SWAC championship as the head coach of the Delta Devils. Scott with a big night tonight.
Texas Southern, this has been their Achilles heel, the free throw line. They have to knock them down. These free throws are important, especially with 2 minutes to go when you try to close a game out.
You said 3-point shooting and free throw shooting was going to be the key for these 2 teams. Both teams have 8 threes. Valley is plus at the free throw line. Coming up next, DePaul and St. John's from Carnesecca Arena.
Texas Southern is giving Mississippi Valley trouble in this zone. They found something on the inside. Let's see what Mississippi Valley State will draw up to attack this zone.
Joyner to Crosby, big 3. And the rebound goes to King. Here comes Texas Southern, a 3 to tie this game.
Texas Southern missed a dagger that time. Crosby had the wide open 3, and he can knock it down from there.
That's a jump stop. That's a legal play. Crosby lost it. Pulled from outside, whereas the Tigers have made some clutch 3s as of late. Shot clock to 15 as Gibbs has it. Finding Strong. That's a 3. He's fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line as he was bumped by Joyner. 3 shots coming for the junior from Baltimore.
This is good execution that time. This is an out-of-bounds call, set play. I saw them working on this play in practice. It's a misdirection play, believing that out of bounds, they're just going to try to get the basketball in, but they redirect and bring Strong off a double screen on the backside. And that time, Joyner trying to hustle, ill-advised foul. And Strong now has an opportunity to tie this game up. Like I said, it was going to be a play for Strong, whether he's going to get a 3-point shot off of a screen or he's going to take it one-on-one, and now he gets it on the free throw line.
And he ties the game with 1:20 to go. 10-2 Texas Southern run in the last 6 minutes.
And no surprise, Adam. These 2 teams are competitive and still fighting for that regular season championship. Played a close game last time, and another close one here.
Joyner to Burwell for the lead. Left it short. Rebounded by Gibbs under 1 minute to go.
And Burwell just haven't been able to knock that shot down all night. He's had his opportunities, but those are corner shots, and those are tough shots in the stretch. And like to see Joyner or Crosby from Mississippi Valley State, or either Strong right here for Texas Southern, taking the last shot. See if they can take the lead.
Last lead was 33-32. Gibbs, Banker wouldn't go. Loose ball, and who had possession of it? Crosby came out with it, and a timeout was called. Joyner, Crosby, Cox, Burwell, and Pugh on the floor. Burwell has it. He wants to clear out so he can bring it across the timeline. Clock goes down to 15.
And this is time and score situations. This is what you practice at the end of the game. You want to get the ball to your best scorers, either Crosby or Joyner, and see what if they can close the game out.
Burwell, the Crosby kick for the win. Got it! Mississippi Valley State wins the SWAC championship.